And hello, welcome back to La Vie en Tres podcast. Today we have a very, very special guest, dear and near to our hearts, Miss Gracie.
Hello, Gracie. Thank you guys for having me. I'm so excited.
Yes, so Luis, you want to tell everybody who Gracie is?
Gracie is our tutor, but she's been our tutor for a long time, like a very long time. Mm-hmm. She's me and Emma's tutor. Yeah.
He's like, who is she?
Well, when he says since she was little, it is literally since kindergarten.
Yeah.
And mind you, Lewis is in 5th grade. So
I know,
it's been
so
a very long time.
No, I'm not. I'm in 7th.
No, you're in 5th grade.
I'm in 7th.
So we have Gracie here. We used to live here, and then we moved to the Dominican Republic, and then so she stopped being the kids' tutors then. But the interesting thing is that Gracie started as a one-man show.
Yeah.
And she used to go to our house, and she used to tutor us in person. Well, not us, the kids. She would give me life coaching.
Each other.
Each other. And then when we came back, I remember before we left, you opened your own tutoring company. And now Gracie is not a one-man show anymore. Now she has tutors under her, and she has other people tutoring the kids.
The queen bee.
The queen.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, I love you, Lewis. That was good.
That's Lewis being Lewis, right?
Yeah, right.
So I know Emma has some questions for you.
Awesome.
You can start.
So I haven't talked ever since we started. So
Okay. Okay.
So, I just want to say Gracie is super important for me because she's been my tutor since 1st grade.
Second. Yeah, because Lewis was in kindergarten.
Yeah, since 2nd grade, and she was one of my teachers for a class also.
Yeah, when I was subbing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
And then you work with Janessa, which is
my
her niece.
Yep.
Yeah. And then you left.
And then I left. And then I left.
And then we left.
And then you left.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are very interested in. First of all, congratulations, because you went from being a one-man show, yes, that deserves a clap, to having, how many tutors do you have under you right now?
24.
Wow.
Yeah, 24 tutors.
24 tutors?
And it's like in different parts of Florida?
So some of them are in Florida, some of them are in different states actually. I have tutors in Georgia, I have a tutor in Texas,
Tennessee, and
yeah,
Cali.
Yeah, I have one tutor who's actually back and forth between California and here. So I have tutors kind of like everywhere. And since our company is virtual, we do all of our tutoring now through Zoom. You can live anywhere really and like tutor. And the students also can live anywhere, and then we can tutor them as well.
Wow, but so the tutors that are out, do they tutor over there, like in the cities that they're at, or do you just tutor here in Miami?
So the tutors can tutor like anybody from any location, and then they can tutor from any location as well. So if I have a tutor from California, they can tutor kids in Florida or wherever it is. So we have students like all over like the country, and then like I'll tutor some students who are in different states. I have a student in New York that I tutor, and the good thing is because the United States has like that common core curriculum, a lot of it's all super like similar. So there's a little bit of differences here and there, but for the most part, everything's pretty the same.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I had a tutor once that like you had given me a different tutor because my original tutor couldn't that day, and she went to Paris for vacation, so she told me she was tutoring at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Because of the time difference.
Yep. Yeah, no, they make it work. They're like, sometimes I'm like, guys, don't worry. Like, I'll get like coverage. You're like, no, don't worry. I'll just like turn on my laptop at like 3 a.m. and I'll tutor. Don't worry. So
you see, that's beautiful because that means that they like what they do.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, when you have awesome kids like Lewis and Emma, then it's, it's
easier.
worth it.
We're the OGs. We're the OGs.
The OGs.
Yeah, we are.
We literally are.
We are.
Well,
the OG.
I will say this much. We owe Gracie and her team a lot because I don't, with this transition to the new school that they're in now, it's very competitive. It's very strong. It's a lot of homework. It's a lot of pressure, and it's not what they were used to.
Right.
So
7 tests every Friday.
yeah, testing days are Fridays for him. So it's been a blessing because I know for a fact Miss Emma here, she'll come home and she'll be like, "Mom, I need emergency tutoring now." And at first I used to say, "Oh my gosh, Gracie's gonna drop you guys because you guys all of a sudden, I need it now." But they make it happen. You guys are awesome. You guys are amazing.
Thank you so much. And honestly, like the tutors that like I've been able to hire have been so loving. Like they genuinely love working with the kids. And even so, like if there's ever like a student who like they've kind of completed tutoring, they're doing really well, and like they don't need the services anymore, like the tutor's like, "No, like I miss this student," and the parents will message us and say the student, really misses being with the tutor as well. And so I give a lot of kudos to the tutors because without them, like you can be a company owner, but then the face of your company is the people who are, working for you and doing those services. And if they're not representing the company well, like your company pretty much is nothing. And so with the tutors, they've been so great that like I've been so blessed by them, because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be like doing how we're doing now.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And they have a great boss.
Yeah, thank you. I try. I try really hard.
Do you know all of your tutors?
Yeah, I hire all of them and I do all the meetings. Like a lot of people have tried to like tell me like, okay, have somebody do the hiring and this, but I want to see who the tutors are. I want to see their personalities, because if they're working for my company, like at the end of the day, my company has my name behind it. So if
it's your responsibility.
Exactly. And when I talk to parents, I tell them, listen, I'm going to match your student up with this tutor because I think they're really going to work well with them. If I don't know the tutor, like, or at least, have sat and interviewed them, trained them, all that like different stuff, then I can't really gear them towards that student, because I also think students are going to learn a lot better if they get along. If they get along, because we've all had that teacher that might be a great teacher, yeah, but you are like, we don't mix, and then if you don't mix well with the teacher, your learning is going to just like really shut down. So because you could have a teacher who is super super nice and maybe is not the best academic teacher, but even if they're like just trying and really encouraging, it still encourages the student to study more, to learn more, So we obviously aim to have the best academic tutors and stuff that we have, but definitely bonding with the kids makes a big difference.
So I can attest to that because I know Emma and Louis were bummed at first when they learned that you couldn't be the one to tutor them, right? But then...
Wait.
I do, but not as much as like I used to.
Oh.
Yeah, so she couldn't, and then she gave us Bella.
Yes.
And shout out to
Bella.
Bella is amazing.
Yeah.
And for Lewis's birthday party, Bella, where does she live? Gainesville?
I think in Gainesville or Tallahassee, one of the two.
One of those two.
She lives in Tallahassee.
So she drove over that weekend and showed up at Lewis's birthday party with gifts for both of them.
Yeah.
And she was just crying when she met them in person, and then I'm crying, and then they're crying, and then Lewis is like, "Why is everybody crying?"
Yeah.
But it was amazing. Yeah. And then her mom was crying. She went with her mom. Yep. And I remember telling her, how wonderful her daughter is, and she started crying.
Yeah. So. No, literally, she's amazing. Like she'll text me to just say, I met her through another tutor who was tutoring for the company, recommended her, and then I met her and immediately knew, I was like, I need to hire her. She's so sweet, and she's been like one of my go-to tutors, but she's so nice. She'll text me to be like, "Hey boss, how are you doing?" And I'm like, oh my, like she's just so sweet. She's like, I'm just checking in to see how you're doing. And she's very mindful of like people, and she'll call me after like sessions and update me on how the students are doing, and then she'll tell me, but you know, I maybe they were a little down today or this. I just wanted to like double check with you, like so you could like check with their parents or check, you know, to see how they're doing. Like she's very like mindful of that. And when she drove down, I was like, oh my goodness, because she had only met them on Zoom at that point. And so when she drove down for the birthday,
I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, that meant a lot.
I was like, did you have like another event this weekend? She goes, no, they invited me and I really wanted to like show them like the support, you know, and so I thought that was awesome.
She's the best. She helps him with everything. And sometimes I just finish my homework, and instead of just like, oh, we're done, like, what are we going to do? We just, like, spend the rest of the session talking because she's so nice. And she gives, like, she's, like, also, like, not even a tutor, but she's also one of my biggest role models because she helps so much, and so are you too, because you guys inspire me, and everyone inspires me, but those are like my biggest. Not you though.
Oh my god.
By everyone you met Luis, and Luis. No, not Luis.
What else does she need?
And how about you? How do you feel about Bella? Why don't you tell Bella how you feel about her?
Bella's gonna cry when she sees this. She's gonna be like, oh my gosh.
Oh, well, that smile says it all.
Yeah.
That smile says it all. You know what's amazing? I love to see when Lewis is sitting down, it's like he focuses with her. And he's like, okay, let's go. Bam. And they have like this dynamic.
Yeah. Oh,
for
sure.
It's literally like a well-oiled machine.
Absolutely.
Looking at them too, and then they're done. And Lewis and this and that and bam, boom. And then if Lewis is in a bad mood one day or if he's down, she'll text me and she'll be like, hey, you know, is Lewis okay? I noticed this, I noticed that. And I really appreciate that.
Yeah. What's an oiled power machine?
A well-oiled machine. So it's a machine that runs smoothly. That's what you guys are. You
like it works well together.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, cool.
Like sometimes when she can't tutor us that day, you assign us other tutors, and it's not the same because
that bond.
Yeah.
They bonded.
But
I mean,
there is one tutor, the back, and she's really cool too. Her name's Lulu. Shout out.
Yeah.
I don't know
she's
Lulu.
Awesome. Her name's Saloa. And then she has them call her Lulu. So, but she's super sweet. I normally, whenever their main tutor's out, I try to put the backup tutor for them to be like the same person. So that way they know if Bella's out, I can get like this tutor. And I mean, if I absolutely, like if they're all out, then, you know, I kind of go down my list. Okay, who's available this day, this time that works on those subjects that they do and who would like match up with them. So there's always like backup plan to the backup plan to the backup plan.
That's awesome.
But I try to like make it that they're as comfortable as possible so that when they log in, it's not like, oh, I don't know you. Oh, I don't know you.
Of
that
course.
At least they can say, oh yeah, I know. I've done tutoring with you too. Like, how are you? You know?
Yeah, like there was this one time that you assigned me with an elementary tutor, Jazzy.
Oh, Jazzy. She's super sweet.
She's super sweet, and I remember that day that I had math homework and she was trying to help me because she's like, oh, I'm an elementary teacher, I don't know, and she tried her best to help me, and she was so sweet.
Jazzy's one of my sweetest tutors. I love her. And we have some tutors who are more catered towards elementary, towards high school, towards college. We have college tutors as well. We have GED tutor. Like, we have pretty much every tutor
Everything
you
covered.
can think of.
You should join it.
I've tried to like hire like every like aspect of like education that I can, like, you know, services so we can offer so that whoever reaches out to us, we can help them as well.
Before you say something, did you know that Gracie tutored Johan?
Oh yes.
Yeah. And she did such a great job with Johan that now he's A's in that, and he doesn't need the tutoring anymore.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And that's like the end goal. That's what we want. Like and I always tell parents, like, you know, we have the company and I'm grateful for it, and we're grateful for our students, and obviously like it helps us out, like having them like take tutoring sessions, but our end goal is not for them to need tutoring forever. We want them to be able to get those A's, to be able to, you know, study on their own and just learn like these techniques from us, and be able to get those A's, because at the end of the day, like the parents are going to see that too and say, hey, thank you guys, like you helped us out, but also the kids learn and the kids try hard, because we can't give them an A. Like they have to work hard.
They have to earn it.
So it shows that the kids are earning it. So
of course.
Do you when me and Emma get older, can we try out for the job?
Of course. Oh my goodness. Of course.
Can we try out for? You guys are grandfathered in.
Listen, we'll set up an interview next week, okay?
Oh, but that would be amazing, though. That would be super cool.
That would be super cool.
How old do I need to be?
I think that I'm very smart, but when I
Pretty
get to
smart,
college,
Selena.
I think I'll need one of your college tutors.
I know college. She's already thinking about college. Oh my goodness.
I don't know what the rush is.
Right?
You're not even in high school yet.
She's
Hold
already
your
like,
horses.
what college classes do I take?
So I had originally prepared questions.
I think we covered a lot, though, without...
No, you didn't.
Oh.
Oh.
Excuse me. I apologize, ma'am.
Whoa.
Whoa.
So actually, one of your tutors helped me with these questions. So yeah,
She did?
Yes.
Oh, was it Bella?
It was Lulu because Bella's out this week.
Okay, yeah.
She did. She did.
Sometimes she's out because of how she's still in school and she has to study for a big test.
Yeah.
She's in college.
She's in college.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's a great tutor because she takes school so seriously. So sometimes when it is like kind of weeks that it's a lot of material, she's like, hey, could I take this week? And I'm like, hey, even better, because that way, I mean, the more they learn, the better it is, you know, for her when she's tutoring too.
So I have a story. So Louis comes home with a project. I hate projects.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry to all the teachers and to all the schools out there. I hate them.
Yeah.
So he's like, and then it was a science project, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm sitting there and I swear to you, 2 tears, and I'm like, I don't want to. So then I call Bella and I'm like, Bella, listen, I know this is Zoom and I don't know how you're gonna make it happen, but I'm not doing this. So she literally helped every step of the way. What was it that you made? A car that ran with water?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the water powered car.
She did that through Zoom.
Through Zoom.
And the kid got an A.
Oh yeah.
And the kid got an A. Like, Bella, wow.
I know.
That's just amazing.
She's awesome. I'm telling you, she's awesome.
Something
really
else. When I didn't have a tutor, like some days when I don't have a tutor, I come home and I have to do this like project, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't know how to draw. Oh no, Emma, can you help me,
He comes
please?
to me for help.
Yes, I need Emma.
I'm the worst at drawing.
No, you're like good at helping me.
And then
Yeah, because he doesn't even come to me. He knows what the answer is gonna be already.
he's like, Emma, you're my best chance. Right now.
Emma. About the topic, I do have a project at home that I need help with.
There you go.
She's like, I'm off the clock.
I don't know how to work a PowerPoint. Like, I don't even know how to edit it. And Emma knows.
Emma's a star at PowerPoint.
really?
This
So-
kid is like amazing with a
Wait, you know,
PowerPoint.
I made a Powerpoint just to let me have Snapchat.
Oh,
She did a
my
PowerPoint
God.
presentation.
No way.
She does
Yeah, Emma.
for her Christmas gifts. PowerPoint presentation.
And at that point, she put so much effort into it. Like you kind
Exactly.
of have to.
I
Like,
put effort into the Snapchat one, and you haven't given me an answer yet.
You haven't gotten your 100 likes.
oh.
You know, I researched so much, right, for my project. And the project, right, the person who I got is for Black History Month. And I searched up, I did so much research. He does not have an exact birthday or parents. And then, like, it's not known. It's not known.
Oh, okay. I was
then
like,
my-
it's not known. I was
Not
like, because
known.
I know he has parents.
Right.
And my teacher was like, oh, no, do more research, or else. And I'm like, I searched like 6 websites, all that, and I still couldn't find it. She was like, and then she said, well, if you don't put it, there's minus points. What am I supposed to do?
Research.
AI.
did a lot of research.
Let's go to the library then.
Yeah.
AI.
You don't have to. AI. Oh, good Lord.
ChatGPT.
No. I can't. No, then we
future,
need to
the
go.
future.
We need to go to the library. That's what we need to do.
They have books there. Like you see
George
books at the
Washington Carver. Please write his birthday, please.
No, we'll go to the
No,
library.
we need their help. We need their help.
You think his ghost is like right there?
No, he's
Talking to the camera.
Oh, my bad. Okay, my questions.
Come on.
What were some of the biggest challenges you faced when starting your tutoring business?
Ooh, that's a good question. Okay, well, actually, so when I started my tutoring company, it was actually after a second surgery that I had for a tumor that I had. And the first surgery I had was in January of 2021. And it pretty much wiped me out for months. Like, I couldn't go back to work. It was a botched surgery. And then it was like all these months with no income, with just having to be home and really depend on like other people to help me out, to the point where I couldn't even sit up to tutor online. And my mom kept saying, you should open a tutoring company, because I had so many students who were like waiting like for me to start back up, and like people who were kind of like on a waiting list. And my mom was like, you could open a company, have like people work for you, and that way like you're providing jobs and like you're also still like getting like income as well. And I was like, no, I don't want to open a tutoring company. I'm not going to do that. How could I run a business? And then long story short, like months passed by, I had to have a second surgery after realizing the first one was botched. And I had like a dream one night, and in the dream, it was pretty much just that like I had to open this tutoring company. And then I woke up, and it was the day after my surgery, so I was in a lot of pain. I woke up and I looked at my mom and said, Mom, I think I have to open this tutoring company. And my mom was like, oh, yes, and I already purchased a domain name like 7 years ago. and like, I was like, what?
She was ready.
She was ready. She's like, I knew the day would come. And so she was like, I got the Miami Tutoring Center. And I was like, oh my gosh, how'd you get that name? And so I was like, but I don't know like how to start. How do I do this? And for the tutors, I already knew it was going to be through Zoom, especially that the pandemic had just happened and most people didn't want in person. So I pretty much YouTube and Googling figured out how to create the company, start the company, how to do the website, and literally like bandaged up from the surgery on like all my medications from the surgery. And I was there creating the website. And I hired one friend of mine, and I told her, hey, like I have this idea, this company, I would love for you to tutor like with me. I think I can get you a couple sessions a week. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I could get a couple sessions a week. And then I put like a launch date, and I was even embarrassed to even like post it like on social media, because I was like, this is so awkward, like I don't know what to do. And my mom's like, just post it, like don't worry. So I posted it, and before we started on the launch date in October of that year, I had to hire 2 more tutors because we had gotten so many bookings already. And within the first 7 weeks, we had already done 549 sessions.
Wow.
In 7 weeks. And I was just like mind blown. Like I was like, this is totally
That's
like
amazing.
God, because I really expected, okay, we'll probably get a good, maybe I'll get 4 or 5 sessions for her, and it'll be a nice solid like amount there for her. And then it just blew up, and I had to keep like hiring. Tutors, and our first like full year of tutoring, we closed off with doing like almost 4,000 sessions. So it was pretty crazy.
That's a beautiful testament to what you do, and that you do a good job.
7 years ago is crazy though. Oh yes, I already have the thing. 7 years ago.
Yeah, my mom, I know.
She was ready.
She was ready, yeah. She's like, finally, I convinced her.
That question.
As a female entrepreneur in the education industry, have you encountered any unique obstacles or biases?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Those are some big words.
Ask your tutor.
Ask your tutor, yes, exactly. So, yes and no. I work in elementary, so I teach in an elementary school. And elementary has predominantly a lot more female teachers than male teachers. So based off of like, being a female, I haven't like really encountered like any like biases or anything with that, predominantly because I think the age range that I do teach. But there's always, I've encountered in education, like sometimes certain things where they'll want a certain person in certain positions because of like their gender or certain things. So that's the only thing that sometimes is difficult, but for the most part, like no, because in my position, it's predominantly there's a lot more women in education than there are men, and especially in the elementary setting.
More big words.
Write them down.
Write them all down.
Bella, you have work to do.
She's going to be going through a whole list.
How did your background and experiences in education influence the development and structure of your company?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think coming from education really helped because as a tutor, having a background in working with students at schools really helped. But I think what helps me the most is since I'm currently a teacher in a school and I'm seeing like what the curriculum is, what the testing process is like, what they're requiring. That way when I'm able to speak to parents, I have a lot more like that insight of like, hey, I understand what you're going through, because as a teacher assigning work and having to assign certain like things for them to do, I understand the frustration of parents as well, because we're also kind of at the mercy of, you know, our system too. Like we're required to be on pacing guides and to send certain materials home for the students to work on. So I think my education background really does help because there's more knowledge there. And also for my tutors, I'm able to give them more knowledge of like, hey, listen, I'm in the schools, I'm seeing this, and I know how this is. So we really need to work with students where there's like different like gaps or deficits going on in the learning process. So I think it's just helped me like in general with everything in the company.
But you come from a big background of education because of your mom as well.
Yeah. My mom was a principal and worked in the district with Miami-Dade County Public Schools. And she did all her 30 plus years in the system, retired, I think 4 years ago now. Yeah. So she was a teacher. She was in the district. She was one of the original writers of like the IPEGs, which is the teacher evaluations. And so she did a lot in the system, and so definitely kind of walking in her shoes is like, oh my gosh.
And you were homeschooled too.
I was homeschooled, which is normally shocking to people because I was homeschooled my whole life, like old-fashioned traditional homeschooling, like not any like.
God bless your mother, because no.
Yeah,
I love you, but you gotta go to school.
You gotta homeschool me, right? Give me no tests, right?
Do you imagine me homeschooling you and giving you math?
Oh my gosh,
I did it all day, every day.
Do you still homeschool?
No, now I teach. So now I don't. Now I'm not homeschooled. But I was homeschooled with my sisters. I have 3 brothers. They went to public school. They're a lot older than my sisters and I are. And I have 2 sisters, and we're all like a year pretty much back to back. And my dad homeschooled the 3 of us, as my mom was like at work working like as a principal and as a teacher, all that. And my dad homeschooled the 3 of us, 3 different grades, 3 different curriculums, very catered to also 3 different personalities.
Kudos.
So
Kudos.
Yeah,
That
all day.
That wasn't my question. My question was, do you still homeschool?
Like, do I homeschool people? I don't my niece Janessa is homeschooled. My mom homeschools her now that she's retired. She did go to school originally with Emma.
Yeah.
But now she's homeschooled. And my mom, after she retired, she's like, it gives me something to do. And then I'll homeschool her. And I mean, my mom's a great educator. So that one-on-one, like, also education she's getting is really great.
No, she's getting top-notch education because with your mom's background.
Yeah, exactly. And my mom's like a strickler. So.
Oh, yeah. We know that. Wow. Oh, because I'm a strickler. Okay.
Oh, one time.
I was like, you're a strickler.
One day I came home. Cause I'm in pre-algebra, right?
Right.
And I came home and I had learned a new topic, and I was so proud of myself because I'm terrible at math, so I don't know anything. But we learned how to do like equations, solving like X for Y, whatever.
Oh
so
my God.
I told her I learned it, and I showed her how to solve it, and she's like, get out of my face. No.
I was like, I'm so proud of you. Awesome. You learned it. Do not show me that.
Yeah.
If I survived, high school and all that, that's it. I left it there.
And math is like so different now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
it's so weird.
2 = 4, but nowadays it's like it doesn't, and you're like, wait, what?
No, now it's if John gave you an apple and the apple grew a pineapple and then the pineapple decided to leave, how many grapes do you have? And you're like,
real?
What?
And then when they tell you, they're like, the answer is blue, and you're like, what? So it's pretty crazy.
I remember before you started tutoring the kids, they brought home a homework, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to cry, if I want to sue somebody. I don't know what is going on
so
here.
rare.
And that was kindergarten and second grade.
It was
so
very
rare to
weird.
find numbers in math now. Like it's all letters.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, math now is crazy. Sometimes I look at things, I'm like, wait, what? And I think it's the wording of how they word things now in math, which is the confusion, because now they want kids to really like think outside the box and really think differently and intricately and all of this. And then when you find out, like, if you simplify it, you're like, okay, it's just this, this, and this. But how they make it, it becomes a whole situation.
No, I can't.
Like, for example,
I know.
Jimmy has one apple. He has 20 friends. How is he going to divide that apple?
Into very small pieces. They're
all going to get a snack.
Yeah. They're all
what
going to be very hungry after.
Today I had math class, and my math teacher showed us something new, and it's like in parentheses n minus 2 parentheses times 180. Then you have to subtract, and you have to multiply, and then you have to divide it by the number that you get from the equation.
Your mom's going to help you with that one.
And she fails.
Right.
I feel like I need to get out of here and like get him a gift or something.
I know, right?
Yeah, you guys deserve that.
Yeah.
Well, Gracie,
Yeah,
we just want to reiterate how much we love you.
Yeah.
How proud we are of you.
Oh, thank you,
We
guys.
really, really are very, very proud. I have known you for many years now, and I can say that besides being, the kids' tutor, every time I need prayer, Gracie, I need you to pray with me. I call and she's there. And it's been amazing, and I hope that we continue to have this relationship. And I appreciate you. I appreciate all of your tutors and the work that you've done with the kids. I think that finally now, when they started in the school, we decided to do 4 days a week because it was so hard. But now we're going to take it down a notch because now they can actually handle, some more days themselves. But thank you.
Thank
and
you. And I'm so proud of you guys. Oh my goodness. Like, look at this. You guys are the coolest. I feel so
I'm
honored.
7 years old.
I feel like I need signatures now.
well, you better get them now, because when we blow up.
My mom wants me to be the president.
Listen, I'm voting for you.
Yeah, she has no doubt. We've been speaking about this since she met you. That kid's going to be somebody someday.
Exactly. And Emma's going to be my secretary, though. I'm taking her for my secretary.
There you go.
I need her.
There you go. Well, we wish you the best, Gracie,
When I'm
and
the president, I'm hiring you.
may your business keep on growing.
Thank you, guys.
And may
With
it
us.
always blossom. And thank you so much for coming, and
No
we loved
problem.
having you here.
Thank you, guys. I love you. Thank you guys so much.
The sugar
Yeah.
finally kicked in.
Well, thank you so much for tuning in today. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, homie.